Elections of Ohio U.S. Senator J.D. Vance as Donald Trump's vice presidential running mate was greeted with approval by delegates of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. RT International Tara Rayat and Steve Malzberg reported the meaning of Trump's vice president's choice. Let's have a look.
His views are on Ukraine and American aid to Ukraine reflects what most Americans believe, that Ukraine is not going to win this war and force Russia to its knees, that you need to sit down and talk. And that's what Donald Trump has been saying. He said he would do it on day one. He said he would do it before day one. He said he would do it once he's elected, before he's sworn in, and bring the parties together and put an end to this. And I think that's what America wants, and I'm sure that's what J.D. Vance is sincere when he makes his comments.
He fought in Iraq, but he was very muance disillusioned, and he's talked about how he felt the country, how the government lied about it, about the weapons of mass destruction. So Vance acknowledged that. I think he knows the facts. I think he knows that almost $200 billion that they're spending is ridiculous, and he's made statements about that. It also put him at odds with a lot of the Republican members in Congress because of his stance consistently. And Trump has alluded to the fact that the Ukraine war, that it should end, that no more aid should go from America to Zelensky. So I really have hope that he will stand by his word and be consistent with what he has said.
We spoke with you hours after the assassination attempt unfolded. In your opinion, how much of a role did the mainstream media and its hawkish portrayal of Trump have in that attack?
Until we know what was behind it, I mean, I can't blame the media rhetoric, but I can differentiate the media rhetoric from when they talk about Trump and what they say about Trump, pounding it home, pounding it home, pounding it home, that democracy is over if he wins. It's the last election if he wins. People are going to starve. They're going to round up his enemies and put them in camps every single day. Joe Biden, he gets a total pass.
When Donald Trump was almost assassinated, they tried to, at first, the media tried to downplay it. I think one of the media outlets said he fell. It was ridiculous. So they were still running cover for Joe Biden. Referring back to Biden's comment about the bullseye, I mean, that rhetoric was so clearly violent. And if Trump had said that about Biden, there would have been an outcry over and over about that. It would have been on a loop 24/7 on CNN. Just like they went after him about January 6th, and misquoted him and took some quotes out of context to try to make it sound like he incited the crowd.
What do you expect Joe Biden and the Democrats to do to counter the growing popularity of the Republicans?
Hopefully the Democrats will simply take the path of knowing that they've been defeated, because, as was stated earlier, there's simply no path to the White House. It's because the Democrats have been so tone deaf. They waited so long, whereas Trump is listening to his constituency. By nominating Vance as a vice president, that's listening to the American First contingency, who was wanting him, to do that.
The way it happened, the way he stood up, the way he waved his hand, the whole situation, the whole sequence of events, I mean, I think it's going to benefit him greatly. Again, not that he wished it on himself or anybody wished it, don't get me wrong again, but I just think it catapulted him. And the Democrats don't know how to react, what to do. They're just totally out of their minds. I don't see how Joe Biden and Kamala Harris beat Trump and Vance. I just don't see it.